Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast One Piece reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is One Piece episodes 288 and 289. We are assaulting the Tower, is it Tower of Justice? Tower of Law?
Something like that.
I feel bad because I say it all the time and I'm blanking on it, but it's not much of a tower anymore as it's been cut in half, and Luffy's drowning, being saved by Chimney and Gombe.
Or not, we don't know if
or not, maybe they just let him drown with those smiles on their faces like they have, you know. Sanji is a weird balloon animal thing.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on with that? We got some sort of a blow procedure from Kalifa. And Nami is gonna fight Kalifa, even though Nami is 1000% just gonna lose, and then Chopper's gonna come in.
Girl, so you know the rules are different.
Last time Nami fought a girl, the only reason she survived was because she had a crazy bag of magic tricks, and the girl was nerfed into oblivion. So either Kalifa is gonna get nerfed into oblivion, which I really hope that she doesn't, or Nami is gonna do some damage, maybe lose. And then Chopper's probably gonna finish the job, or Chopper's gonna interject and take a big hit, and then Nami will be able to get the hit there. There's gonna be some kind of a team up there, because there's no earthly reason, even with Nami's upgraded climb attack, there is no earthly reason why she would be able to beat Kalifa.
Yeah.
She's like the third most powerful of CP9, or one of them. Well, one of them. I forget if Blue No was more or less powerful.
I thought he was less, but maybe I'm wrong.
I thought so too.
And she
Either
also
way,
got a devil fruit now, so she's like.
Yeah, we don't know what that's about. I feel like they're gonna focus, again, like with the giraffe thing, they're gonna focus too much on the devil fruit because she's just got a devil fruit. And as a kind of way to nerf her, I think that's gonna be the gateway, realistically.
Same way like how Kaku could easily defeat
1000%.
them, but he's a giraffe inexplicably.
So instead it's gonna be about her devil fruit and how she can use that, when really she could literally just kill Nami and Chopper instantly.
Or maybe her devil fruit only works on men or something, like how she just like, oh, let me try something to Sanji, and then she try it on Nami and it won't work, and that's how she'll get her.
Not sure, but I think that's gonna be it. She's gonna be nerfed into oblivion, probably because of the devil fruit, which is unfortunate, but hopefully it's at least interesting, or hopefully I'm wrong, actually, is what I really hope, but you know, we'll see where it goes. I'm really just interested to get past all this shit to get back to Lucci and Robin and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm actually interested in, but we'll see where this goes. Leave a like and subscribe. Patreon.com/BOLDcast. 2 weeks ahead of uncut reactions, 1 week ahead of edited reactions. Let's go.
Great.
The classic clash of the octopus versus the reindeer. A tale as old as time. All right, Chopper, kick his ass.
Get him, Chopper.
I like that. That's like a move name, Cloven Cross.
Yeah, that's cool. I like when he gets all like
buff in the shoulders. This is everything this guy says.
Do not jump in there again, Luffy.
Do it.
We found a secret passage!
That's right.
Please listen.
Oh my god.
All of their faces just like, oh no, she's not gonna know where it is now because she went through a secret passage. Or they get right back there. Quit running off. Let this nice child lead you. Oh.
Lucci's servant.
I love that that's her impression. Spooky. No, now they have to figure out how to open them. Can Luffy, like, put his finger in there and make it the shape of the key? This is not gonna stop him. I love them. They're so good.
Hype us up even more for this transformation.
Oh god.
What does biting his thumb have to do with it?
It's turning into a titan. Whoa. They're not even letting us see it.
Of course not. That would ruin it. Why are you so small? Wait, what? He's actually small?
He do like get huge, break through the door, and then to compensate get really small.
What the hell?
Are they gonna follow him?
Of course.
I don't know. They've got more things to do. No, it never could have been.
It's impossible. Those are thick iron, nothing like, those are, you know.
Impenetrable doors.
Yeah, they're thick metal.
Wow.
I mean, good point.
It's your fault. You're the one in charge. Something so trivial as killing a child and her pet. Just use your own discretion. Oh, really? Good, so that means when Luffy steals Robin,
then Luffy doesn't need to, or Lucci doesn't need to attack.
That's not top priority? What's just this cloak that he has?
It's so that he doesn't spill coffee on himself.
Luffy's just like... all tiny.
That's the only reason they don't see him is because he's like so goddamn small. Okay, so after a certain amount of time, he goes back.
It's like Mario over here.
Doesn't seem like much of a drawback. Your chibi mode for like 2 minutes. I mean, in the middle of a fight, it could be bad.
Yeah.
2 minutes, as we know, can last multiple episodes, according to Kokoro.
If he did that with Bluno and then didn't defeat him, and then was tiny, Bluno would have just killed him. So.
She blew him, obviously. I don't know what's the.
How'd
there's
she
only
change
one
his
answer.
Material?
A good woman can change a man into any material.
Great quote.
Is she pissing right now? She's getting changed. What the hell is going on here? In the middle of a fight, she just gets naked and draws a bath? Nami's like, there's only one way to settle this. It's for me to get in the bath, too.
How about just electrocute the water?
Oda's just got a hard-on for no reason all of a sudden. Like
He's just like, we haven't had a good bath episode in this show yet.
Let's come up with a random excuse for 2 female characters to get in the bath.
Maybe she can turn into a fish. I don't really like this guy, but I just like the jetpack.
Yeah, he sounds so sneaky.
Ooh. I'll start you to be gone. Wow.
Just go centaur mode. You'll kick his ass instantly. Killer fist.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, he's done that before.
Now they're just punching back and forth. What great insults.
I love FUKUROU is like one of the most highly trained agents in the military, and he's like, oh, I'll just do my special move of, instead of doing my piercing killing shot, I'll combine it with a strong punch. The kitchen. I bet there's cola in there.
Oh god. I like how everyone's kind of like meeting up with everyone instead of just being like trapped in their own little area forever. 3 minutes. Oh no.
But they need to open it to get the cola.
Yeah. Should have put him in the freezer.
You're slow.
Oh, Chopper. Poor Chopper, he's just so silly. Yeah, Chopper, come on. Could have chosen spinach.
Let's just team up against this guy, and then we'll team up against the other guy when you can get the cola.
Uh-oh. No more cola. Chopper, get the cola.
Then he has to let the guy out. Chopper, you could at least help him. You don't know what to do. How about something? Chopper, jump in there. What are you doing? Punch him in the face. Okay, close. It's gonna crash. It's gonna break on the ground.
Is that hot? It is cool. I thought it was like hot sauce.
Is it hot sauce? He didn't have time to look. It looked like hot sauce.
He looks happy.
Oh, it's like, is it like
a tomato juice?
Tomato juice? Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what happens if you give him Jack Daniels? Does he like? Does he become like super powered? He just wants to fight everyone. Then he becomes the guy who does an area of effect attack.
What's this?
Is it oil?
Vinegar, Sprite.
Is it sake? Yeah. Oh, just tea?
green iced tea.
What's with that? I wonder what happens when other drinks look.
Chopper.
Is that soy sauce? Oh no, it's actually cola.
Oh no. Okay, finally.
No!
Oh god. Did he get it in already?
You know I had to do it to them. He's got that like...
This is the power of cola.
Frankie just like me for real.
Don't forget you need the key. Don't send him too far away.
Excellent job, Frankie.
Incredible.
Great
Thanks,
support
Chopper, for the assist.
I mean, Chopper. Usopp, what?
Nice.
So Frankie's like crazy strong when he's at full power.
Yeah, but he's got to be at full power.
I love that gag.
This was great.
I love the idea of give him different drinks and he does different things. That's why I was like, what if you give him Jack Daniels does he just like, yeah, like just end up fighting everyone around him if you give him like alcohol? Or some whiskey specifically.
I love that. I love that, like the whole fight. I like Chopper coming in. What I'm really liking of this arc so far is that we aren't just like sequestered to, like each character isn't just like, okay, you're in this room fighting this guy and you're gonna keep duking it out with this guy for like hours and episodes and it's just the same thing over and over again. Because I feel like it's so easy to get so stale when it's like this person versus this person. It's like, okay, if they are like more equally matched or someone's just getting trounced on, it's like, how long is that gonna go on for?
Yeah, unless you just end the fight with a big moment, you know?
Yeah.
But they're not gonna do that, so it's because it's an opportunity to explore different character matchups and stuff.
Yeah, and I really appreciate this because Franky was fighting the Chopapa guy the whole
Fukuro.
time. But he needed Chopper to come in and help him get the cola.
Yeah.
And you know, it was still his fight and stuff, but it was funny. I like locking that other guy in the fridge.
Yeah, I love how for Chopper like opened it a million times. The guy's just like sitting in there.
He's like, oh, it's because he's so slow. Like he's like, oh, the door.
Yeah, he's gotta like.
And he's gotta narrate what's happening. That was funny. I love Chimney's interpretation that Spandam is Lucci's servant.
Minion, yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, his servant was like cackling and like going down this hallway.
Yeah. Incredible.
That's so
And then he's just like, why did you tell me we were being watched? He's like, because I wasn't given an order. Or like, why did you kill them or something? He's like, I wasn't even given the order. It's like, all right, well, let me clarify. Protect me, that's number one. And kill everyone who gets in our way. And then he's like, all right, understood, sure thing.
I just love the, like, absolutely zero respect for him, you know? And Luffy's Gear 3, we didn't really get to see it, but apparently he needs to go tiny for a couple minutes afterwards.
Yeah, I wonder how that's actually going to manifest in a battle, because we don't know how long he was walking, but it can't have been that long. Like, things are happening pretty quick here, so, what, 30 seconds? And obviously, it's even drawn out in the anime, so it might even be 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and maybe it'll scale with the amount that he uses it. If he's in a big drawn-out battle, the effects afterwards might be more substantial. But I like that they're building it up so much more. It does make me kind of, you know, it treads the line a little bit more of whether or not he'll be successful when he uses it, or whether he'll lose, or whether it'll be a draw. Because those are the three outcomes that can happen in a battle. Either you win, you lose, or it's a draw. And so, like, my prediction has been, because they've been hyping it up so much. Look at we got so many people. We're all working together so well. Oh, we got the Elbaf warriors joining in. We got Luffy's other transformation, and he's teasing another transformation. Other people are getting different abilities, and look how our guys are stacking up against theirs. It's so good. It's so crazy. We're getting Robin back, and there's still, you know, this other and you know, Luffy and Zoro cutting the wave and all these different things. We're getting a lot of power-ups and a lot of hope. So the reason you would do that is to like subvert that. You know, really, like, you know, you would have the hope. If you wanted to have all the hope, if you put it at the time of crisis, then it's very satisfying. But if you're like, oh my god, we're gonna go do good, and then we just do good and win, like, then there's not much of a journey there. So it's been my prediction that Luffy will probably either lose or have a draw, or have there will be some kind of big loss at the end of this, or something. But since they're like teasing this form a little bit more and it's hidden, it has that opportunity for it to be like the trump card that like brings us that hope at the end. Like, maybe we're really hopeful right now, and then it'll be a really like dire circumstance, and then it'll bring it back around with his new form, and we'll see what that's about. So it's a little bit more 50-50, but I still think that he's probably going to get trounced. Even with, maybe not trounced, but it's going to be not such like Luffy, this new form just saves the day instantly, and that's it. Case closed. We're going away. All the Franky family's good. All the Elbaf giants are chill. You know, everybody's safe. Everybody's good. The enemies are defeated. You know, and that's that. It's probably not going to end like that, but we'll probably see hopefully a pretty crazy showing of Luffy's ability. Yeah.
Also, Kalifa just hopping in the bath when Nami's just like, all right.
Yeah, when was that? Was it closer over here?
It was just after that.
Yeah, here. Why on earth would they do this?
I'm wondering, maybe her devil fruit is like a fish. Does she need to go in the water? Her devil fruit is to turn people into a pool floaty.
Maybe.
She needs to be drowning because she has a devil fruit. But if she touches someone while she is drowning, then she turns them into a
But she's getting in
device.
water. Like, and this has been something I think about. Can people with devil fruits bathe?
I mean, you could probably have like a shower.
But they're like...
But I mean, because it's been determined before, like, rain doesn't stop them. It's if they're, like, submerged in water. But then why would she get in the bath? Because that's getting submerged in water.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just getting naked so she can transform into a creature and not ruin her nice clothes. But she already, like, did something weird to Sanji, so she probably doesn't have a Zoe
Well, yeah,
on.
it's also been really wishy-washy, like, the amount of water it takes, whether it's seawater or fresh water or all water. So maybe it's just, you know, it seems to be, again, we've talked about this a lot, it seems to be loose enough to where Oda can pick and choose scene by scene whether he wants it to be effective or not, or how effective he wants it to be. Like, the Sea Prism Stone, for example, it's like, Luffy, when he was in the cage in Alabasta, he, like, touched the bars and then got knocked out temporarily and, like, stopped mid-sentence and, like, lost consciousness for, like, half a second. But Robin can have them on her wrists and walk around no problem. Is that just because Luffy's, like, quote-unquote more powerful? I don't see why that should be a thing.
Or Luffy's just... Yeah, I don't know. Robin's just more badass and can, like, push through it somehow.
The real answer is just that, you know, the purpose of the bars on that cage were different than Robin's handcuffs. That's all it is. It's like Luffy touching the bars and falling unconscious is like, because it's meant to be for a funny moment, whereas Robin with the handcuffs, it's meant to be a like an obstacle for the plot. So, but she still needs to move along. So, it's a pick and choose type thing, I guess. But then that leaves open the question of, can she bathe? You know, if she was a man here, I think, and it was like played for laughs, I think if like her character as a man, not sexy lady, but as just a dude, fell in a bath, water. You know, like if they were fighting and there's a drawn bath in the room and then a devil fruit user fell in the bath, it would be funny if they just like got almost drowned in the bath. But since she's a sexy lady, there's not, and they're working into her devil fruit somehow that she needs to get naked and get in the bath or something, then... You know, what if Sanji isn't even under a devil fruit thing? That's just what he looks like when he's stunned, and his nosebleed isn't from the fight, it's from seeing her get naked and in the bath, and then he like had one of those like nosebleed explosions in anime where like, and he like flew out the door and down the thing.
What if she had got the seduction fruit where she can just seduce anyone that sees her?
Yeah, I don't know. But
we'll find out.
The point is, the rules don't matter. And whatever is interesting or funny will happen. And that's a great way to go about it, I think. Leave a like and subscribe. Moving right along.
I hope that he has the number 2 key. Yeah, well, let's at least check that guy and see if he has key number 2. We need all the keys anyways, so... Oh, come on now. Dislocates his joints. Chopper's like,
get arthritis.
What do you mean they would never hit you?
No. If Chopper's imagining it, this is not what's gonna happen. This is gonna be something so dumb.
They're just regular. They chase because he chases. Oh my god.
He's gonna waste all his cola again.
Chopper, can you grab some more cola just to keep it on hand? Why do you love owls so much? Try it. But everyone else will. Get him again! Chopper, keep hitting him! Look at all this meat hanging around.
Yeah, what's up with all the meat?
Luffy would love it in here.
What's your plan here? He's gonna sink like a rock. Any plan there, Frankie?
Yeah. Be careful, Chopper. So you don't have a double foot.
I bet talking doesn't help that either.
Yeah.
What the hell? Are they just
How are
dead?
they gonna get out of that? Oh my god. Oh, go get them! They went down there! Is he like freezing cold now? Cut all his hair off.
I'm so happy for you. You got a little fatter. Okay, are they dead? How are you swimming? Can he swim?
Yeah!
Good luck
He knows
with
the
that.
front crawl, remember?
He knows the
Oh,
front
here's
crawl.
Frankie Butterfly. Bro's just flying through the air. Oh my
Holy
god!
shit! Why did this just go insane? The fight animation just fucking went crazy. Whoa!
Oh no.
Oh, right.
Please not back. Oh my
God
god.
damn it! Yes! Oh my god! Why did the show just go fucking insane just like mid-episode? So awesome.
And if he tries to get away, he'll take Frankie up with him. Well, it's your
Seems to
problem.
be doing alright.
Aren't you tired? That's so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, just get back to shore already, goddammit.
These maroons over here.
Yeah, fight each other, you idiots. Yeah, fight. I'm so glad CP9 is all just idiots. Complete idiots.
Probably not. Not with that attitude. Looks like we can't avoid fighting, can we? Oh, keep your fucking mouth.
Oh.
They were just about to fight anyway. Why are you embellishing? Now they're like, oh, you know what? Now that you mentioned it, it was a really stupid idea.
Let them at least start fighting first.
You freaking moron. I swear to God. Wait! Wait! Hang on a minute!
Oh my god. Zoro, you freaking idiot.
Oh my God.
It was a brilliant plan. It literally almost worked.
It's gonna work again? They're like, now that you mention it again, maybe we will fight each other. Indeed, he has a point. What is this conversation? Yeah, the classic rivalry of giraffe and wolf. A tale as old as time. It'll last long enough to run away, you frickin' loser. Why? For what reason? Oh, he's actually gonna... Hell no. Listen, Sogeking, if you were one of my friends, then maybe I'd consider, sparing you, but at this point, since we're not related to each other in any way, I'm thankful for your help, but I'll have to take your hand. What?
No.
I don't think he's that good.
Chopper's a good doctor. He's not a professional, like...
surgeon.
Yeah. Yeah. Fight. Why wouldn't you let them fight each other?
Oh, he's just like straddling his arm because Zoro's so strong.
He's not even, he's just planking in the air.
Usopp's holding the sword, or Sogeking's holding the sword. I thought that he would let...
You probably just like swing yourself to shore at this point. I thought you couldn't do this with one foot. Oh no. Thanks for telling me. Classic. Yeah, now you'll smash into it.
Franky's kind of a badass.
Yeah.
I'm killing you, fool!
Just do it! You don't need to say the attack, just do the attack.
Kill him, Franky. Murder him. Leave nothing left. He fucked him up there, holy shit.
That was crazy. That fight was so good.
I was not expecting the fight to actually be fucking awesome.
I thought that he was fully defeated after last time, but they kept going and it was still so good. Like, I feel like this is one of the rare occasions in this show that the fight has been like, oh, the fight's over. Actually, it's not over. We're going for round 2 of this fight, but it's actually been even better than round 1 of the fight.
Yeah.
Like, normally it's like, God damn it, we just killed this guy, now we're either fighting the same guy inexplicably again, or like a basically clone of the same guy, and it's just always so infuriating.
It's basically an excuse to reuse the same gimmick rather than like, or putting one little spin on it that doesn't actually, it doesn't make it better.
Yeah.
It just changes it so that it can be reused.
But this time, I feel like it was so good, like them going in the water and then like jumping out of the water and then like flinging back, like just the whole thing. I felt
so good.
Like really entertained the entire time and really invested in the fight the whole time. And I feel like that's especially good because Franky, like he's not even a main character, but he's so awesome that, and just has such a presence, and all of his like silly like fart attacks and like he's runs on cola, and it's kind of all ridiculous, and he has his centaur ability and stuff, and it's silly, but I feel like it works so well, and it's just so fun to watch, and
it seems like if he does become a part of the Straw Hats, it's like how there's Zoro and Sanji, now there'll be like Usopp and Franky, where like Zoro is the badass fighter guy who's actually a badass and is not really a gag character, and then there's Sanji, who is kind of his rival foil, where his badassness is mostly used for gags and like funny moments, but he still is really powerful if he needs to be, but it's more about like the funny side of it, whereas Usopp is sort of, his whole thing is he has all these things, it's all about deception and about gags, and he has a bunch of different weapons. He had the dials. He has like all these different abilities and different ways to do stuff, and it seems like Franky, if he joins, it'll be like that, but actually, I mean, still for laughs sometimes and gags and stuff, but he has all these abilities, and it's like a big fart attack, but it's like a big blast that like sends him, or he has different cannons and different it's like actual, and he has a moment here where he's like actually badass, not like Usopp in his badass moments, other than like separating Luffy versus Usopp. Usopp's like badass moments are him overcoming adversity after getting like beaten to shit and like getting one punch in with all of his might or something like that, but like he'll pull out the 5-ton hammer thing, but it's just paper mache, or shit like that. I don't know. So like I think that's kind of a similar thing. It's like there's different sort of different kind of arrangements of the different things, and the same thing with Robin and Nami, where like you get the pretty girl, and one of them's is more involved with jokes, and then one of them is more involved with like really serious like lore stuff. There's kind of different things that serve different purposes. But yeah, that fight was really good. I love that. This was so dumb though. Like, let's get them to fight. I wonder if the manga panels like. I wonder if the manga actually goes back and forth like this, or it's the anime being like, if they were just like, hey, let's just get them to fight, okay, and then they say that and then it moves on, or because it seems like 3 times around, or was it just 2? I can't remember.
It's like, since when is Kaku just such a moron? Like, did his neck like is so long that he's not getting enough circulation to his brain anymore?
Probably.
That must be it, right? But anyway, I guess they're fighting each other.
Yeah, I particularly really don't like I gotta say, it's something that I straight up don't like, because I really liked and respected Kaku as like somebody that we liked like somebody that was more on our side. Like the betrayal really mattered because he was really formidable.
Yes.
So to see him, get a power up, and then at this point where we actually get to clash with him, to be just, it's a hard thing with One Piece, because so much of it, like I said, is like there's the gag side of it and like the actual action side of it, and you need to take both, because it's about both. But at some point, it's like so much build up and care was put into making him like a real threat. So to have his moment as like an obstacle to us be just another henchman who's just dumb, it feels really like it cheapened sort of a lot of what happened before. Yeah, well, I hope that it goes somewhere after things can get more serious.
Yeah,
but we're in this.
After they're out of their handcuffs.
We're in this place where like things are being elongated. For like how I said about the Baskerville dudes. How it's like Oda gives these times in the story and during arcs and during battles and stuff like that, for himself to breathe and like set right the things that are going to happen next. That's what this feels like. Not that there's nothing cool happening at all, or anything interesting happening at all. And I imagine if you really, really love the gag aspect of One Piece, if that's like your main thing, then this would be cool. And I don't mind it a lot of times. I really like it. It depends on the gag. It depends on the joke that's going on. But if it was the problem is if it's just that it is Kaku, and that Kaku was taken from, this badass guy who's really hyped up, and not just hyped up like, oh, he's really strong fighter.
But we met him, we knew him. And then he betrayed us, and then he was incredibly strong and kicked our asses right after the betrayal, and then it's like, oh my god, and now he has a devil fruit. Yeah. And I think what I don't like is that like the devil fruit just makes him like less cool. Yeah. Like it's like, ooh, and imagine if he had a devil fruit. And then it's like, this is what happens when he has the devil fruit. And I do think, like, once the handcuffs get off and, like, things are, like, fully back on track going, then it will be better. But it is just kind of more annoying to see, because also, like, all of the later CP9 guys, like, not the traders, like, all of the other guys just were ridiculous, and I didn't take them seriously from the second that I met them.
Yeah.
So it makes sense when they're, like, kind of buffooning around, and like, oh, let's get locked in this fridge and then eat a bunch of stuff, and it's like, okay, whatever, like, that's kind of what I expect from you, but it's not what I would have expected from, like, the original CP9 guys.
And I expect, like, Kalifa to be, like, you know, her gag is she's, like, the sexy, you know, whatever, like, I get that, like, that's kind of consistent, because she was all, like, there was Polly who's always like, Kalifa, Miss Kalifa, please stop dressing like a slut all the time, and then she, like, you know, do a kissy face at him or something like that, and, like, you know, knock him off his feet, like, it's a part of, like, what was established for her character, and it doesn't feel, like, it feels like it's, and again, it's not the problem that it's not action and serious all the time, like, the fact that she's going into this gag mode, but it's consistent with her character. Kaku, it just feels like he was nerfed, again, like, nerfed so bad, where there's nothing, like, the interesting things about him that I was excited to see. It feels like we got that clash when he had the sword fight with Zoro, and then it was like, okay, now we're heading into phase 2, and then phase 2 is just completely it feels like it completely undercuts all the buildup that was happening with Kaku.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You know, I don't just care about Lucci, I cared about, like, all the people that had betrayed.
I think it's also interesting, too, because what was that Chapapa guy's name again?
FUKUROU.
Like, I didn't take him seriously at all, but his fight so far has been my favorite.
Yeah.
He was really fighting, you know? Like, he felt like I thought that he wasn't going to be a threat, and then he kept exceeding my expectations as a threat, you know what I mean? And he wasn't just bumbling around. Him and Franky were, like, going after each other.
Yeah.
Both with the same intensity and, like, determination.
Yeah.
And that's what made it seem like a good fight, because they both had what they wanted, and they both were, like, at the same level of intensity about it.
I feel like it was only redeemed because of the good animation. Like, if the fight, like, the fight got serious, but if the fight got serious, like, I think that it's easy to look favorably upon that compared to the other ones, because the animation got kicked up and the presentation got kicked up so much, and it was really gripping visually. But, like, the problem with the Kaku situation isn't a visual problem. Like, you know, it could be animated with the similar sort of the marathon pace and style of animation that One Piece, you know, and other long-running shows, not just singling out One Piece as a series, but, like, you know, it has a consistent level of quality that is passable most of the time, and, you know, there is animation, there's movement, people are talking, people have, like, a little head movement in a shot or something like that. The problem with the Kaku thing is an issue, in my opinion, of, like, the I'm saying writing, and I feel like people are going to take that super harshly, but it's like, you know, he was built up. The problem is that he was built up a certain way, and then now he's being played for laughs when he was built up as, like, a badass character or a real threat, and now he's like, oh, I'm better than you, and it's like, I didn't expect that from Kaku. I thought that he would have more of an emotional resonance to it. But as far as FUKUROU, it's like what made it good was that there's this crazy bit of animation. It was high stakes. If they were like, oh, I just got out of the water, and it was at that same marathon sort of, in a way, snail's pace that, like, One Piece normally is, we would be like, oh my god, how many more times are FUKUROU and Franky gonna fall back in the water? How many episodes are we gonna see them like pumping his one leg to, like, moonwalk his way up the thing? It's like that. If it was at the regular pace, it wouldn't have been interesting. But what made it interesting was the presentation. The presentation can play a big role. But if the presentation, like, say the focus that was put in this scene animation wise was put on the Kaku scene, it wouldn't fix it. Yeah. It wouldn't fix it. That's not the solution, and it's not the problem. The problem is that, you know, it's an issue of stakes and delivering on that. So there's still room for it to turn around,
and I think it will.
I think it will.
But it's
I don't think all that was just thrown out. That's not what I'm saying either. It's like, we're not saying that Kaku was this cool thing and now he's being used as this. You know, we don't know what the future holds. It feels to me like it's just this, like I said, this like breather moment that that Oda puts in the middle of arcs where he's like, he creates this space and now we're in that space where things are just kind of not really moving as far as the plot goes, and we get to see character interactions and we get to see funny gags. The gags can land or they cannot land. It just depends on the person. It depends on your personal taste. For me, the Kaku thing, even if it was a way better gag, it wouldn't land because of his character and what's been set up for him. I'm not interested in seeing him, you know, fumble around and like just be dumb all the time for no reason and have all this pride about giraffes all of a sudden when he just became one like an hour ago. Like it does, you know, and the other thing is, this is not likely, which is why I haven't brought it up, but the other thing is maybe there's a thing where you get dumber when you have a devil fruit. My intuition is that the reason why dumb people have devil fruits, or that people who use devil fruit stuff have like big lapses in their logic, or just like huge logical missteps. I think it's more of they're really powerful and they need, like, in order for the series to move forward, they need to be dumb in order for there to be a gap in their abilities, because the abilities are too strong oftentimes, or their setup. Like even things like Miss Merry Christmas and that fucking mole guy, like hitting all those cannonballs around. It's just like, how are they? If they weren't dumb, how would they have been beaten? They're like, it's like if you know, there needs to be some kind of chink in their armor. So that's usually what it is their intelligence. Yeah. So I think that's what it is, because if Kaku was as powerful as he was, for just Kaku as an example, I'm talking about a lot of Devil Fruit users, most of them, even like Alvida as an example. She didn't become, like, she was dumb before and she's dumb after, but like Kaku as an example he's like a Devil Fruit man now. If he was actually as tactically intelligent and like strong as he was as a person, but just used the devil fruit well as in like auxiliary potential, like if you used it with logic, then it would be over. There's like, so there needs to be, so either it's like a writing thing and it's just a way to like move things along, or just for them to be what they are, or it's setting up like a thing where devil fruits, you know, in this like curse thing, the thing you give up is not just your ability to swim, you also give up like half of your brain cells. And it's like, it's a lore building thing. It's like you eat a devil fruit, you become dumber, perhaps, maybe. But that wouldn't stack up for Robin, though, is the problem. But Robin's not that strong, like, as it turns out.
Mihawk, or like, well,
Mihawk, I don't think has a devil fruit. Oh. He might, but we don't know. We never saw him in water.
Yeah. I guess Crocodile was really, really smart, and he had a devil fruit.
How smart was he? He needed Robin to do all the thinking for him.
Yeah. Well,
his one lieutenant of Robin was undercutting him every step of the way. That's
true. This is true. Yeah. Maybe it does. I mean, Lucci seems smart so far, but
how smart can he be? If he was smart, he wouldn't be following Spandam.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe you're onto something with this.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So that's what I was gonna say, is maybe the reason why Kaku is now just like a gag character, but yeah. But all this couch, I feel like the people who are really pissed off at what I'm saying have already commented and skipped to the next video. But like, I say all of this with the understanding that like it's part of the charm of One Piece. It'd be like in JoJo, it's like, oh, I hate, you know, all the gags. It's like the entire point is the gag. Like it's all about that, like having both, that you get you a manga author who can do both. Is, you know, it's the same thing. It's like you have to take them both because that's the identity of the series. So
but it's the same
personally,
thing, like,
I can enjoy one part more than the other, and but you have to go into it with the acknowledgement that you're getting into a gag series with action. Yeah. You know, so like if you just hate all gags, then you're probably not going to enjoy One Piece. But so you have to be open to it, and I am. It's just not everyone hits the same, especially when it's all about, when it feels like it's kind of neutering a character that I was really excited to see as a combatant, as like an opponent or a strong obstacle.
If characters are set up as gag characters and then follow through as gag characters, and they like switch up the gag so that it keeps being funny, then like with Franky, it's like Franky was set up as a complete joke. then became a serious, or he was set up as a complete threat, then became the biggest joke ever when he, like, showed up and started dancing around.
Yeah.
And then he, like, reverted back into, oh, actually, he's super silly, but he is also powerful.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, then he, like, literally farts to escape, and that's like the most classic gag that you could ever have.
Yeah.
Like, a literal fart joke.
Yeah.
But then he comes around and he's super powerful again once he, like, gets up on his cola, and he's like unstoppable, and he's like super determined. So it's still funny, and you're like watching him fight with this guy, and then he'll like go into centaur mode, and it's so funny. But
I feel like that's often when One Piece is at its strongest, and
it's like when the things are matched, when like the action and the gags are working together to propel the story and like create something, to create the whole thing, instead of like, oh, this is just a gag to like hold us over till the next thing. I feel like those are
there's
different.
that, but it's also like it is that. But what I was getting at was that like the character, like there's the journey of a character being revealed to the audience, and we like see them, we see their design, their voice, they maybe have a vocal tick like the chapapa, stuff like that. They have some kind of tag that makes them like understandable. But there's often a journey where we like, it's the best characters are always the gags who on the journey eventually arrive at somewhere serious. That's why I think the FUKUROU fight here was so cool, was because Franky is that kind of character where I feel like Franky was very well developed even at his introduction. Like so many things had to be set forth in Oda's mind before then, where he couldn't play that game where he finds things out about the characters mid-writing. So like Franky is a similar case, but like this guy's a similar case too, where full joke. He's literally a giant balloon, a giant ball that everybody kicks. Who just won't shut up, and he's there to. He has a zipper mouth, and he measures people's power level, and he just like is dumb, you know. For that character to then be badass in one moment is a big surprise, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
And that's if you think about that's what One Piece is all about. Even with Luffy, it's like Luffy is funny rubber man who's like constantly stretching his neck around and like flying around and flinging himself around. He's dumb, and he's just like takes things as they come, but. You know, then you get
serious.
Then you get the serious moments, and then it becomes real. But here's the thing: it can work against it, because if you do it the other way around, like Kaku, then you're just making a joke out of something that was already cool. But if you make a joke, oh wait, there's actually like a serious heart to it, then that's like a cool journey to go on. But when it feels like it's the opposite, when there's a gag, or when there's a serious cool guy who doesn't really have a joke to him other than he looks like Usopp.
Yeah.
Then he becomes dumb. You know, that it's inevitably going to be dissatisfying, I think, to most people. That's my guess anyway, and that's my opinion, but yeah, anyway, that's enough. I just wanted to give on that. Leave a like and subscribe. See you next time, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.